Welcome to the first ever episode of Minifigure Monday. Today we review DC Comics Multiverse, a Penguin from Batman Returns. Okay, let's take a look at the packaging first. It says for ages 4 and up. Highlight detailed and authentic on the top there. Shows the Batman Returns logo. DC Comics Multiverse. Picture of Danny DeVito as the Penguin. It says the Penguin. DC Comics. On the back there says Penguin again. Picture of Batman Returns logo. DC Comics Multiverse. And then there's pictures of other figures in the set. Batman, Zod, and Unmaxed Batman. Okay, and with that being said, let's crack him open and give him his proper review. And we are back with him out of his packaging. But first, before we do any review on them, let's quickly look at his accessory, which is an umbrella. It comes in the package unattached, so you just gotta quickly pop it into here. After that, you should hear a snap, and then it's officially popped in. I like the little detail they put in here. It's pretty sweet. Nicely detailed for a little mini one. Maybe a little bit of paint, but other than that, it's pretty good for what it's used for. I think the original had sculpt they showed at New York City Toy Fair or New York Comic Con was way better than this one. This one looks a bit terrible, but I guess it's decent. It does look like Danny DeVito, but it doesn't look like the one at New York Comic Con. Neither of the figures actually do. The Unmaxed Batman looks awful from the one shown at Comic Con, and yeah. Anyways, it's not bad. It actually does look a bit like Danny DeVito. Other than that, let's take a look. Nicely sculpted hair, nicely detailed in there. That's nicely detailed. Like the sculpt here. The sculpt they did on his suit there. Some pretty nice detail. Usually these would be painted on, but they actually sculpted that right in there. That's pretty sweet. Most of the suit is sculpted, even the buttons. They didn't go cheap on this little guy. That's pretty nice. And of course, who would forget about his flippers? Yeah, that's pretty nice again. Getting to see his flippers. Nice. Oopsie. Anyways, nice slip. Nicely detailed pants. Pants is nicely detailed. Pretty nice details for a mini action figure. And his suit and his jacket here, not bad either. Shoes are nicely detailed. These are pretty nice. Okay. With all that being said, let's quickly go through his articulation. His head can go side to side. Can't look up that far. Can't really look up. It's a good thing that NECA is releasing a huge Penguin from Batman Returns. I'm hoping they release Catwoman from Batman Returns. That was my favorite Catwoman. Okay, and let's go back to the articulation. Head only goes side to side. Very limited due to the hair. Due to the DeVito hair. Arms can go that far out. And not really can't. There's no swivel. And it's a single jointed elbow. And his hand goes side to side. And there's no hinge. There's no ab crunch, but there is there's no waist swivel. I'm going to try that again. Okay, there's no waist swivel, and you can kick that far out with there's a little bit of, you know what, I wouldn't say the jacket's really hidden. You know what, the jacket is hindering the articulation a little bit. You can kick that far out, which is really isn't that far. And then, okay, and, oh, and there's not really much knee articulation on this guy either. After that, there's no feet articulation, so this is a, I don't know what to think. Well, it doesn't really have much of a look to Danny DeVito, and the articulation's a bit bad, but it does have a decent look. It does actually look a bit like Danny DeVito. Not as good as the prototype, but you know, if you don't want to spend over $100 and miss the good old Kenner way of toys, I think this is a good buy. If you don't want to pay over $100 or $80 for the new NECA Penguin coming out probably next year, mid of next year or late next year. So I think this is a buy for those kind of people. And yeah, with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe for future editions of Minifigure Monday, and I will see you in the next video.